So we have discussed on class and object, how to create object, how to declare classes, and we have seen that. Today, let's go understand OOPS means what. So object-oriented programming is a design or approach. So where you can deal with objects. So how to maintain data effectively, efficiently, so can be learned using this OOPS concept. If you use this OOPS concept, you can write a effective code. Basically, it's a standard procedures we will follow to maintain the code properly. That's how OOPS means. So what are the OOPS principles? We have some OOPS principles like class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. These are the OOPS principles or OOPS concepts. What are those? Class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. So we already discussed about class and object. And we'll discuss so one by one, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Before that, what are the advantages of OOPS? So OOPS makes the development and maintenance easier, and OOPS provides a data hiding that you can use one of the OOPS principle, OOPS concept, that is encapsulation. You can avoid a duplicate code using inheritance. So OOPS shows functionality to the user and hides internal logic. So it hides the internal logic. So that is OOPS advantages. And also it improves the overall design and structure of the software if you follow the OOPS principles. So it will improve the design and the structure of the software. So what is encapsulation means? So improve the entire application performance, reusability, data hiding, and making the development coding easier. So if you want to do all this, you have to use the OOPS concepts. And okay, so let's discuss the first OOPS principle, that is encapsulation. So encapsulation means it is the process of building the data and code as a single unit is called encapsulation. What is that? Binding the data or wrapping the data and code as a single unit is called encapsulation. Data means variables you will use to store the data, right? Instance variables. And methods, so you can write. So code means some methods you will write. So where you can find data and methods together?
In a class.
So in a class, right? You have a variables and methods inside the class. So class is an example for encapsulation, because class inside you have a So variables you will declare, methods you will create. That's one unit. That unit is called encapsulation. So class is an example for encapsulation. But every class is encapsulated. So, but there are some rules you have to follow. If you want to make a class as a encapsulated, you need to declare variables as a private and methods are public. So you have to create a public setter and getter methods. Public setter and getter methods you have to create. So that is the encapsulation means. So why do you want to make variables as a private? So private variables, if you make, you can hide the data, you can secure the data. If you want to secure any data, you don't want to show or you don't want to reveal your data to other classes. So other classes should not access your data. Then make the variables as a private. Private means you all know I already explained about private. So that is private variables. Then methods public. You are making the public setter and getter methods. Setter methods are, you will create for every variable one setter method, one getter method. Setter methods are used for setting the or updating the variable value. And getter methods, once you set the value, you can get it with a getter method. Both are public you will make so that anybody can access. Why you are making public is because you can call these setter and getter methods in other classes also. From there, you can set the value for these variables. That purpose you will use this setters and getters as a public. That's the encapsulation means. So what are the rules for making encapsulation? Why do you what is the advantage of encapsulation? What is the definition? You have to give all this. So you should be clear. The definition you have to give, it is the process of wrapping the data and methods as a single unit is called encapsulation. If you want to make an encapsulated class, you should declare variables inside the class as a private.
Methods
And methods you have to declare as a public. But so public setter and getter methods you have to declare. Setter methods means you will set the variable value. Getter methods means you can get the variable value. That's the public setter and getter methods. And how, why do you need encapsulation then? So suppose you remember, in the bank, so you take a bank details. If you don't make bank details like a bank account number, bank holder name, and available balance, all this, if you make public, so everybody can see, right? Even others also can see. Then how can you stop that? You have to make that data private. That's why every bank, so software, so they will make the private variables, all these variables, your personal details, everything, they will make a private in the bank software so that you only can see and you can only control. That's it. Others cannot control. So that bank software, this encapsulation process is applied. That's one example. Even if you see we have a so we have like a capsule also, if you observe, that is also right. Inside you have so many medical ingredients, but there is outer cover. It is so one of the example for encapsulation, and also pen, also school bag. These are all examples for encapsulation. So that's it. How you can achieve. But let's go and create. If you know, so don't make encapsulation process. What will happen? There is no control basically. So control won't be there. So they can give their own data, and others also can give their own data if you don't follow the encapsulation process. In order to achieve that encapsulation process, so you have to make the variables private and methods public, so that we can control that class by owner only, no, not by others. So we can make a class read only or write only. If you want a read only class, we should provide only getter methods. If you want a write only class, we should provide a setter method also. You can control the data. So by setter methods, you can control the logic and how you want to set, how you can reset the variable value. That can be done with the setter method. And you can access the values through getter methods. So data hiding, other classes can't access private members so directly, so that it is security. More security can be achieved with this encapsulation process. And so these are all the real-time examples, even in the email account also. When you are logging username, password, it will fetch, and so it won't be shown to you. So bank software. So you don't like to show your balance to others, right? That's how you can restrict by making that variable as a private. So that's a one concept with encapsulation, you can achieve that. So these are the rules for creating a encapsulation. Declare the instance variable of the class as a private, so that it cannot be accessed directly by anyone from outside the class. Provide public setter and getter methods in the class to set or modify the values of the variables or fields. So if you want to access, use a getter methods. If you want to modify your variable value, use the setter methods. That's a simple. Okay. So we can call setter method is where you can update your variable value. That is also known as a mutator method. Setter method also called mutator method, and getter method also called accessor method. Because you are accessing, you are retrieving the value from the variable. That is accessor method. We call that. We call that accessor methods. So that's a public setter and getter methods. Just let's go and see coding. We'll write a code so that you will understand. Okay, we'll write a code to understand. So how, okay, if encapsulation is not applied, what will happen? If encapsulation is applied, what will happen? So if encapsulation is not applied, there is no control about the variables. So anybody can go and give their own data. That's the problem. But if you want to have a complete control by the owner itself, then you apply the encapsulation. So let's go and see that. I want to use now IntelliJ. So let's use IntelliJ so that you will get some idea. Now create a new project. New project. So this is a let me give you the introduction of, okay. So this is the IntelliJ. You have a file, edit, view, navigate, code, refactor, build, run, tools. So all these are available. Okay. So you mainly will use file concept, file menu mostly, and file. If you want to create a new project or new class, you can just do a new project. So click on project. So, and I want to give the project name. So give the project name. Java training March 2024. March 7th, 2024. So then, so I want to give a different folder. Java programs. Where is IntelliJ? So create a IntelliJ. Let's create a new folder, okay? IntelliJ workspace. IntelliJ workspace. So here I want to create a what kind of project? Java. Language you select Java. And so there is no thing. I'll just create a normal project. IntelliJ. So normal project and create. Click on create. So you have to select the JDK. Which JDK you want. So I'm just creating. Trust this window. That's it. Simple project we created. If you want, you can try it out. So if you want to run this, you can run from here also. Run. So simple program, you can run it. See this one, you can use simply this one. So it is still running. Hello world, you can see. So program is running. So we are good. Now you can create your own packages and all this. So I'm just creating a package. So how to create a package? Right click, new package. So oops, programs. So that's a package. Under this package, I'm creating a class, new. So I'll create the class I want, the Java class. Click on Java class. Album class I'm creating. Album class I'm creating. See, this album class is created. So album class inside, you have some members, right? So take all the members and so maybe album name and other things I'll take. So just take this one. Let me show you before this one public. All will be made public so that see the album name, album artist, album price, and number of copies. I'm making them as a public. Let's go and make the public variables. So and then some variables. Let's make variables are done. Methods. I'm just creating 2 methods as of now, not more than that. So these are the methods. Okay. So this is a simple album class. So there is a one more class I want to create. Who maintains the albums, all the albums. So who will maintain the albums? Shopkeeper, right? Or storekeeper. You can say storekeeper or whatever, you can give any name, okay? So shopkeeper or whatever the name. So we have used it here stockkeeper. So you can use a stockkeeper. So just give stockkeeper class. See public stockkeeper class. So in this, we have to create one variable, public string name, stockkeeper name I have to give. And then, so we have to create a one method to manage the albums. To manage the albums, we are going to use one method. I'm creating one method, public void manage album. So album object and string name, album name. So what else we have? String all these variables. So artist, string artist. So these are the local variables. Everything we are making local variables. Again, parameters. Local variables is nothing but parameters. Price. So double price. String integer, right? Integer number of copies. Number of copies. Okay, integer number of copies. Price double. So double price. So these are the parameters I have taken so that I can call all the see album object reference is the object reference. So if I want to call album class, so members, so what I need to do? I want to call here. Can I call first of all album? So these members, can I call in this or no? So what happened? No answer. Can I call? How can I call these variables in this class?
We have to
Class name, because both are in same package, or both are your class name, the that maximum code is take and keep it to it is a public static class. Can you
It is
no,
static.
no, sorry, sorry, Ramesh. It's not a static class, so we need to create a class object and through that you can access.
Already object reference here I declared.
Yeah. Okay.
We use extend keyword.
Hmm?
We need to, yeah, that is correct.
What?
That is a separate class, right?
Now, how can I access now this album class members here? In this method, I want to call. And this, I need to assign this variable to that way, that album class variable. How can I assign?
Through instance.
object name dot variable
What is the object name here?
ALBOBJ dot
ALB OBJ is the object reference.
Yes.
object reference name dot the variable which was declared in the class name is assigned to the given name.
This one. So next same process, okay? Artist. So all object reference equal to artist local variable. Local variable is this one. This parameter is the right side one. Object reference dot price equal to price. ALBOB is a LBOB is a dot number of copies equal to number of copies. That's it. So this is the how to manage the album. Okay, so next. So I already declared, okay, I already declared this. So album class object I'm calling here and assign the value. I'm assigning the value. So I need to create a constructor also for this to set the value. Okay, let me create a constructor. So you can create a constructor. See, is simple. Just click on generate. So constructor. So with the name. See, this is the constructor easy in the IntelliJ. You can generate the constructor for this class. So what is the constructor syntax? I'll tell you in the second session. The constructor is going to come. Class name and constructor name is same. And this is the parameterized constructor. And this dot name equal to name. So just bear this means. So one of the keyword, it refers to current class instance variable it refers. So there are many advantages with this, but now when you write a now this local parameter and this instance variable, both are same, right? Then how do you know which one is the, for example, if I remove this, how do you know which one is the instance variable, which one is the parameter in this 7th line? So you are getting a confusion, right? To distinguish the instance variables with the parameter names, if both are same, then if you write this dot name the instance variable, now this part will represent the instance variable concept. And the right side one is a parameter. So that means you are assigning the name value to this instance variable. That's the meaning of this. Okay, this is a reference variable which refers to current class instance variable. When you write this dot any variable, the variable should be an instance variable here. So this part represent the instance variable and right side part represent this parameter. So now I want to manage this system. Okay, we're not getting system dot println. Manage album. So now album is managed by. If you want to know, you just know this dot name. This dot name means you will get a this stockkeeper name. So the stockkeeper of the one, right, who manages the albums. So that name. And if you want to print, so me take a printout of all these things. So I'll change it. Okay. So now these two fine. Now here I want album name. Just print the album name. Album name is, so albobj dot name. Same way, album artist. So albobj dot artist. Album price is, so albobj dot price. Album, so number of copies. Okay, so that's the, so the method we have written. Now take the main method and execute it. Okay, just execute it. So now see what will happen. Main method. So see, automatically you will get the entire thing. You don't need to write. Simply you will get, so this main method. So where main method itself is important, right, to execute. So if you want to execute this this method, what you need to do? This the, what kind of method is this? What kind of method is that?
Non-static method, we need to create an object to call.
We have to create object for which class? Which class you need to create object to call the manage album method?
Album.
Current, what is this? Stock keeper? Oh, no. This is, okay. Void manage.
Yes, sir. Ramesh. Album obj equal to new album obj. That instance we need to create it.
So if you want to call this method, for which class I need to create an object?
My hair is coming off. My hair is watching.
Stock keeper.
Mine is so cute.
Stockkeeper only.
Stockkeeper only, right? Where this method is available, and where is this method? In the stockkeeper class. Then where is all your methods concepts? So which class method you want to call, that class only you have to create object.
Okay.
It's a very simple basics, that very basic. So I have to create object for this stockkeeper class. So let's create object for this stockkeeper class. So how to create object again? I am writing one more time if you are forgetting. Class name, object, so reference equal to new class name. So it has a parameterized constructor. So I have to give a parameter value. So class name is stockkeeper. So stsk object skobj equal to new stockkeeper. So you have to give the value. It's a string type, right? So so parameter is a string type. So I'm giving that string type value. So let me take from here the stockkeeper name. So all these values I'll just copy. So John Doe. Okay. So then now you call it. So now you call the method skobj dot manage album. So for manage album, what are the parameters? You have to give parameters, right? Now, what is this value? Can you tell me what is this value? What is ALB OBJ so value?
New
Variables you're asking or SKOBJ? No.
this
Object,
one all ALB dot name these values we need to pass it for this variables.
sir,
Yes.
this is the method.
And
Method
yes.
parameter values I need to pass, right, while calling the parameterized method. But what
Yes,
is
Ramesh.
this value I need to provide?
New ALB OBJ.
New ALB OBJ. The parameter name, how you can give, Muni?
Mm-hmm.
How you can give parameter name for the new keyword after? That means you are not no following the syntaxes. New keyword after what must be there?
The constructor name, Ramesh, the class name.
Which
constructor?
Which constructor? This type is
Yeah,
album.
yes.
What is that type? That you have to give.
Not right.
New.
The album. Yeah, that's what I'm
What is
trying
this,
to.
Andy? Rajeshwari, why are you confusing? I don't understand. So this part is this one, right?
Yes, Ramesh.
And when you're calling parameter value means
Yeah.
what the value will store in the reference variable? This value, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's what I
Then
told
why
the
you
new
people are
album.
confusing? I don't understand that. If you understand the object,
Yes.
the first part is this one, data type,
Mm.
reference variable equal to new class name. The class name new. So the ALB OBJ data class is album class.
Correct.
That's basics I know.